I looked at this, I looked at the vitamins, I wanted to try it to see if it worked for me. And so I'll share what that has done for me in my life. But that's kind of how I looked into it. I was really into trying to be more healthy, and this just worked for me. I also have celiac disease, so that's how Bonnie Schneid and Bonnie Wright shared with me, is there was a lot of gluten-free products here, and so that did intrigue me because I live out in the boondocks in Montana, and I have to drive 80 miles one way or 60 miles the other way to do shopping. So that's kind of how I took a look at it, and I love to share numbers because I decided to shop April, May, June, July. The end of July, I shared with 2 people, and it got me kind of excited because they were both loving it. And then in August, I enrolled 18 people. And so, for me, the company that we're sharing here is Mel Overview, and so I did this all from home my very first month, 2771.92. I was completely amazed. I couldn't believe what had happened. And so I did this my very first month from home. So I think I did 2 get-togethers and then the rest from home. But again, earning that kind of income from home just blew me away. And what intrigued me when I looked at this to even consider a business was having a residual income. And so how Bonnie explained it is getting paid over and over for work done one time. Well, at first, I guess I didn't know much about that because my past business, I had a team check, but if I didn't physically put in the party of at least $500, I didn't get that anyway. So here, you're getting paid over and over. Granted, that's not a lot of money. $39.01 was my first residual on my paycheck, and of course, I was excited. That was like cleaning half the house for me. And now today, this is my residual. 7 months later, $2,464.76. And so I know that if I could not work, say in April, and I was sick, I knew that that's going to be on my check. The first $2,464 is probably going to be higher from everybody placing orders. And so I loved that I got paid that over and over. It's also willable and sellable. So I like to use Bonnie's numbers as an example. She's up to about $7,100 a month. If she got sick and something happened, she had to will this to her kids. As long as they were a 35-point customer every month, they could split her $7,100 a month. And so I loved that we could gift that to will it to our kids. And then 7 months earnings so far, $84,626, and it really has been life-changing for our family. I earned $1,600 a month cleaning houses. And so this is my largest check ever. This is my March paycheck. And my husband and I both were in tears. It was absolutely amazing, but I just love helping people, and I just want to share how the vitamins have really helped me. And so all I do here is I give you a corporate overview of what Mel Overview looks like. It's hard to understand. People think we sell. We don't have to sell. We don't take orders. We don't deliver. So it's all we're doing is sharing an online store for people to do their own shopping. And so we are a 100% wellness company. We market and advertise for them. They don't do it anywhere else. And we're one of the largest e-commerce sites on the web, even larger than Nike. All U.S.-made. People are so passionate about U.S.-made. And they're exceptional products that we use every day. We're already buying products at some other store. Here, we're getting better quality products, safer for the environment. They can resource the best ingredients and giving us super high quality. So loved that. We're kind of like Costco or Sam's Club. To walk in, you have to have a membership. I think my membership for Costco is $110 a year, every year. Here, we're a one-time $29, and every year on this date, it is $12 to renew your membership. And again, we're getting that 30 to 40% off discount, and they have over 400 products to choose from. So when I looked at this, all these things really made sense. Because I was celiac, the gluten things really made sense for me, and so I decided to start with something called the Home Conversion Hack and really dive in, try 60 products, I knew if I loved it, I could share it with people. That's what we all do. If we love something, we tell our friends about it. So that part really intrigues me. And then to build a business around a 96% reorder rate now, besides on that, was really, really exciting because my past business was about a 3% reorder rate. And so I love the thought of people that shop in January, they come back and shop in March, and they February, March, April, they come back and shop in all these months. And again, if you are intrigued with the business, we can share how to build a business around these world-class products that we have here. So here is our founder. His name is Frank Vandersloot, and he is from Idaho Falls, Idaho. That's where he grew up. His dad, their families were ranchers, and he grew up on this ranch, and he just decided to keep it all right here, U.S.-based. And his goal is, I truly believe, of course, here it's Indians people that we touch by helping in grief circles, but I think his main thing, he wants people to be debt-free and healthy. And so he's super passionate about that. And he found the benefits of no-liquid oil. And if maybe you guys have heard of tea tree oil, that's an oil, it's basically no-liquid oil. It's derived from the no-liquid plant. And it's the number one antiseptic, antifungal out there that's all natural. So he knew if he built some more products with no-liquid oil in it, he could have an amazing business. And so when I looked at this and I got asked what was most important in my life, at that point, financial was huge. I have debt, and I've been trying my whole life, cleaning houses, trying to just make an extra payment here and there. And then physical was also right up there as number one. I have, at 34, I got diagnosed with lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, as celiac. I can't have dairy. I had a lot of health issues. And, of course, doctors just keep giving us more chemically derived drugs. And my lupus medicine can cause me to go blind. I had to get my eyes checked every 6 months. So I just really didn't want to take that, but nothing worked. I tried 3 other times in my life to go off my medicine, try vitamins, and nothing worked. And so I was looking for something here. And then environmental, I love to just give everybody health tips on how to make your home safer and get toxins out. A lot of people don't even think about that. I have to say, I was a house cleaner, and I never thought about it. I just assumed I was buying it on the store shelf. But it was going to be fine for me. But, again, all those chemicals are not good for us. So I think personally this overall is a great circle for everybody. Here we're just sharing that our companies are $1.2 billion in annual sales. It's a debt-free company, which is a huge testimony to their products. People keep coming back month after month because they love the products and they don't want to go a day without them. We operate in 18 different countries across the globe, so all our products work on a point system. Like laundry soap is 10 points. The new lotion is 7 points. So every product has a price value and a point value. The reason for the point value is these 18 different countries. If we shared with somebody in Canada, Mexico, the UK, and they wanted to open their own shopping account, you get paid for their product points that they spend, and that makes up our residual income. So they just don't want to figure out that money exchange, so it's easy to do a point system. And then, again, AAA rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we are also in the Inc. 500 Hall of Fame. There's only 55 companies inducted into that. We have about 1 million people that shop here every month. Sounds like a huge number, but really it's only 1/3 of 1% of the whole population out there. And so people keep coming back month after month to shop. And everybody, I always say, everybody needs to bathe, shave, brush, wash, and we have better safer products, so I love for everybody to take a look at it. Here, this is how we're different. So traditionally, 63% of the price of the product that we're buying goes to overhead shipping, manufacturer, union truckers, warehouse space, then to the customer. So if we're buying something, say for $4, $1.50 is going to go to the product. The other $2.50 is going here. And so I researched some companies spend up to $600,000 in a year on advertising. We know the price of the advertising is going into the price of the products we're buying. And so how Mel Overview is different. We are just consumer direct marketing. They manufacture and make the products here, and they send it to here in the public. So they have world-class researchers and scientists with PhDs building all of our products and then sending them to the customer. So we're getting higher quality, better value than we're getting at the grocery store. They can put all that marketing money into the price of their products and give us higher quality. And again, if we share it like we would anything else, so we're thank you just for sharing. And here are all our shopping aisles. So we have a Sense laundry cleaning line. They have a whole RX line, Bath and Body, the child line, men's line. Sabella is their skincare, salon formula, hair care, and makeup line. And then Vitality for Life is their shake-based nutrition and vitamin line. So we always say, if you could see yourself shopping here, you'd only have to shop in the outer aisles of your store for milk, egg, bread, meat, wine. You can pretty much get everything else from here. So it's kind of nice not to have to shop on the inner aisles anymore. And here on our cleaning line, I love to share that there's no safety caps on anything. They say if a child or a pet ingested the products, it's not going to hurt them. They're all enzyme-based, so it's naturally derived. And all the fragrance is essential oils. And so I'd love to share a dryer sheet story that I heard from my mom's oncologist. So my mom got diagnosed at 58 with small cell lung cancer, and we went to meet the doctor for the first time. He was taking notes on where my mom looked in the past, her history, try to figure out why she had lung cancer. And my first thought, I was thinking he was going to ask if she worked in a smoking facility or maybe did she smoke, but he never asked her that. First thing, he asked if she used dryer sheets. And, of course, that, being a house cleaner and having my hands in chemicals all day long, I got really, I was kind of scared when he told me that. So I asked him to share what that was about. And he said that we breathe dryer sheet residue on our clothes all day long. We sleep on it all night long. And if you can put dryer sheets in your campers and cars to kill mice, what do you think it's going to do to you? And so that started my journey on digging in. If dryer sheets were toxic, I started getting scared about everything else I used. And so I researched Tide, Downy, Bounce, Clorox wipes, Comet, Windex, Pledge, Scrubbing Bubbles, Tilex, all the stuff that I use in people's houses cleaning. They're all banned in Europe. They don't even allow them in their country because they're too toxic for homes. Again, it just blows my mind that we can buy them here and it's okay. But what people don't realize is the FDA does not regulate those companies that clean products, and it's not good for you. Another one that I used was the green. I know a lot of people use that. It's a great degreaser. I used it in a restaurant that I managed, and we used to have to clean the foods up underneath the stove and run them through the dishwasher, spray them down, run them through. Well, Simple Green it says right on it non-toxic, so we think it's an okay product. And it's filled with a sprayer, which makes us think that we need to spray the surface and clean. It's never intended to be sprayed ever. It's so toxic. You want to put like a capsule in a 5-gallon bucket of water. That's how toxic it is. And so every time I use that, it brought back memories of every single time I cleaned their food. I had to go to the clinic for a nebulizer treatment because I couldn't breathe. And so it's really, really bad for your lungs. If you type in top 10 harm and shame, you'll find lots of products on there. I have 9 of the 10 in my home. And so I also like to talk about Cascade dishwashing soap, automatic. That's the #1 selling out there. And Cascade is banned in 16 different states in the U.S. because it releases chlorine gases into your home. So again, not safe for you. I love that all these, even our laundry soap, we have phosphorus bleach, no phosphates, no fillers, no harsh chemicals, no ammonia, safe for kids. I used to go out of my way to buy Draft when my kids were small. And I just thought that anyone with skin issues, eczema, psoriasis, you can use this laundry soap and it's safe. And I was worried about how well is it going to clean. Well, my husband just got a job at the railroad, and he came home head to toe in grease. And I sprayed it down with 3-spot and used the laundry soap, and it was amazing. No even sign of grease smell. It was awesome. So it does work very well. And they're comparing our laundry soap, 96 loads, to Tide, 96 loads. Tide's the #1 selling out there, and it has 7 known carcinogens and crushed fiberglass as a scenting agent. So again, not safe on our skin. Here, ours is a 6 times concentrate. You can get it labeled each HE for high efficiency washers if you have that, or if you don't, you can get it for without. But again, just this one product, no clipping coupons, no buying in bulk, $10 back in your budget right there on that one product. And their laundry soap is their #1 selling. And then Tub and Tile is their most talked about product. This is their bathroom cleaner, comparable to Scrubbing Bubbles. They're doing 96 mils of each, and this is the #1 selling. So this one bottle has the citric acid of 20 lemons per bottle, and this one bottle makes 6 of these, so you put about an inch of product in the bottom and then fill it with water. $5.69. I don't even think you can buy 20 lemons for $5.69. So again, this product looks amazing if you have any kind of hard water, because lemon is a natural distiller. And again, about $8 back in your budget on that one product. Here's their RX line. I was super passionate about this line because everything was gluten-free, and I go to health food stores 80 and 60 miles away to get all of these products. And so the tooth polish is my favorite. I actually have a great little testimony to share. I went to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. It had been 7.5 months. And they said I had nothing to scrape off my teeth. And that a little embarrassing story, they found a popcorn husk in my tooth. And the gal asked if I like popcorn. And I said, yes, I eat it every night. That's kind of like my chocolate. And she said, at least it wasn't plastic that I found in your gum lines. And I could not figure that out. I said, I don't eat plastic, so where is that coming from? And she said, does anybody in the family use Crush with the little blue scrubbing beads in it? It's plastic. And so I did an overview the other night with a dental hygienist, and she said, one day on this gal that was a very super clean hygiene, floss twice a day, they did a cleaning, and they picked out 23 little blue beads from her gum lines, and it's from Crush. They just said, any toothpaste you use, just use paste. Don't get where they start putting all this other junk in it. It's not healthy for you. And again, our natural whitener in our tooth polish is papaya extract, so again, safe. Peroxide is the whitener in other tooth polishes, and it eats the enamel, or it damages the enamel on your teeth, so this is so much safer. Love the mouthwash. The dental floss is coated in malic oil. It's the #1 antiseptic out there, so anyone with periodontal disease, this is really, really good for. And gluten-free gum. There's sunscreen. We like to talk about sunscreen because that has a lot of chemicals as well. And if you get mineral-based sunscreen, it's so much safer for you. And ours is comparable to California Babies that you can find at Walgreens or Walmart. It's about $20 to $30 more expensive than this. I think this is $11. And then, of course, all their own brands of all their stuff here, ibuprofen, Tylenol, cough drops, heartburn medication. Allergy pills is a #1 thing that a lot of Americans have issues with allergies. And so our counteract allergy has the same active ingredient as Claritin, and it came about $13 back in the budget on that one product. Here is our Renew lotion, and this lotion moisturizes more in a 24-hour period than Eucerin, which is dermatologist recommended, does in a 2-week time. And so my daughter has keratosis, where she gets these little red bumps on the back of her arms and on her thighs. She's had it since birth. She's 10. We've tried every cream out there. Nothing takes it away. And Bonnie told me, this will take it away. So I thought that'd be a great testimony. And I think I used to do it at night when she's sleeping because she doesn't let me put lotion on. But her little bumps that she has are almost completely gone. So I'm sold with this. Anyone with eczema or psoriasis, this is really, really good for too. Here is our Bath and Body line. Our Affinia hair care line. Again, I love all this. It's free. Bath and Body Essentials, Alloy for Men. The men line smells amazing. Koala Palace for kids. I always love to talk about Johnson & Johnson, the #1 selling. And they came out a year and a half ago that they put formaldehyde in the baby product. And there's also a chemical in no tear shampoo to numb kids' tear ducts. Again, the chemicals, we just don't need them. And they said they know it's there. They're going to do their best to get it out, but it would take up to 3 years. And it's probably because they have warehouses full of already made products. and they're not going to get rid of their product to just change a few things. The reason companies use formaldehyde is because it's a shelf lengthening, and they can store product. So that's what I love about this whole company. All your products are never older than 2 to 4 weeks old. They make them, and when they can predict how many people shop, they're always the freshest products. So all of our products free of formaldehyde and also no sodium sulfite, which you would find that in any of our bath, wash, hand soap, shampoos, and it's a sudsing agent. But again, cancer causing. So I love to say that we don't have that. Bella is their skincare, and they're comparing with Lancome. It's the number one selling if you go to Dillard's or Macy's. And again, about half the price in your budget here. So love the whole thing. I use it all, and it is amazing. The vitamin line. This is why I'm sharing the vitamins. It just really has changed my life. 3 other times I tried to go off of my Plaquenil and ibuprofen, and 3 to 10 days I couldn't walk. And so then it would take me about a month to get it back in my system. And I just wanted to try one more time. It had been about 3 years, and I knew that with these vitamins, they're so different. Almost all vitamins in studies are 10% soluble, so that means you're getting 10% of what the vitamins are. Ours are 85% soluble. They say it's the best of science and nature of how our bodies absorb whole foods, fruits, and vegetables. And they have 2 U.S. patents, which is really hard to get one, let alone 2, and a lot of our products have multiple patents. And they say just take the 90-day challenge on the Vitality multivitamin. If you don't feel better, sleep better, have more energy, they'll give you 100% of your money back. You just send back the empty bottle. So this would be comparable to like one a day or Centrum. You'd have to take 15 one a day to equal 1 serving of Vitality, or 33 Centrum to equal 1 serving. And then they just did a study in January on the Fibroid study. They went to a Fibroid University in Germany, and the reason they went there, it was the number 1 free radical scientist in the world, and they wanted the best researching these vitamins. So he was asked if he took any supplements, and he told Frank that he's never taken supplements, not even vitamin C, because there's nothing out there proven that they do anything for you. So this is coming from their free radical doctor, and so he studied these vitamins. Frank was really excited because he knows he's got something really good here. And they took 48 applicants, and they all said they were healthy. 24 ended up having high cholesterol, high blood pressure. And so after 1 hour of the peak performance, when people took it, they rechecked their blood again. People's heartbeats on average went down by 5. And at 6 weeks, the scientist here, Dr. Fink, he asked if he could be a customer. He was seeing results that he's never seen before. And, of course, he could not, because we can't have a third party using our stuff and doing the study. We need to have somebody that's, not biased there. And so at 12 weeks, people's heartbeats on average went down by 9. And it's basically proven to prolong your life. Every heartbeat down is like adding another life to you. So my big sell was for my father to read this, because he's very, knows everything about nutrition. And he was so blown away. He said absolutely he wants to take vitamins. And he's training for a marathon. He's 75 on his 3rd box of total peak performance, and feels amazing. So I'm sold. I've had a life-changing experience with these. And I just did go to my lupus doctor on Monday, and he came into the office. The nurse came in, and she said, "You forgot to fill out the body chart of all your pain." And I said, "Oh, no, I filled it out. I just don't have any pain anymore." And so they pulled out my last chart that I did, and there was 36 lines of pain, and I have 0. So they were blown away. I actually enrolled my nurse on that Friday. Following the appointment, she asked if we could meet because she had fibromyalgia, and she's so excited to try the vitamins. Then the doctor told me how long has it been, and today it's been 31 weeks with not 1 Plaquenil and not 1 ibuprofen, and I feel amazing. I'm running upstairs again. I've actually went out and ventured on a mile run here and there, and my doctor told me if I could go 1 year without medicine, that he'll take lupus and RA off my chart, which actually blew me away. Here is omega-3s, and I think everybody needs to have omega-3s. Our bodies can't manufacture omega-3s, and so we have to get it from our diet. The most likely place is fish. Well, some people don't eat fish, but they put this in a smoothie, so kids can take that as a tablespoon for adults. And so it's good for all of these: eye, brain, joint, heart, total health, memory, attention, focus. Pregnant women carrying a developing fetus, so great for their IQ. They say moms that took omega-3s, their children have 50% higher IQs than moms that don't take omega-3s. And then I heard too, it's great for people with Alzheimer's. So really good omega-3s are. And these are our heart health solutions. So we have Provax CV to maintain healthy blood pressure, has the equivalent to 10,000 red grapes per bottle, so really good for your heart. Omega, this is to naturally lower LDL cholesterol, triglyceride levels. And I have a story about this. So after my mom passed away, I thought I was having a heart attack. I went in for a treadmill test, and everything was perfect. They did the ultrasound of my heart when it was at the peak of running forever, and they said everything looked good. They did blood tests, and my cholesterol came back at 393, and they just about died. So they put me on Lipitor, and I didn't think that was very wise because lupus is already trying to shut my organs down. My immune system is trying to attack my organs. And so it scared me because I knew the side effect of that was heart and kidney failure. And so I took it for 2 days. My dad saw that I was taking Lipitor, and I couldn't even walk in 2 days. He threw it away, got me niacin flush-free over the counter and CoQ10. I took that for a while, but then when I started, I seen in the vitamins that those two herbs are in these, so I quit taking it, and I'm just doing these two. Today my cholesterol is 159, and my doctor told me nothing natural would work. So I'm sold that these are really helping me. And then everybody could use fiber. They say 90% of us don't get enough fiber in our daily diet. And if we are getting good fiber, we cook the nutrients out. So Benefiber Metamucil has 3 and 2 grams of protein. Our FiberWise has 12. So there is a lot of protein. And I take my fiber before I go to bed at night. They said that was the best time for fiber. And here is our Sustain Sport. Replaces any kind of Gatorade drinks, less sugar, replaces your electrolytes twice as fast. PC Control, really good for anybody with type 2 diabetes because it helps minimize sugar craving. And Access Bar, this bar went under 7 years of science, 2 U.S. patents, and it's the only energy bar on the market with a U.S. patent. It's proven to access 10% more fat in your body if you eat it 15 minutes before you exercise, work out, walk the dog, just getting some sort of exercise. And then Replenix is, I take extra strength Replenix just because I had some bad joint damage, and I do take 3 a day. In my vitamin pack, I have 2 in the morning, 1 at night. But again, I think this is what is really taking all of my pain away in my arthritis levels. And here is our shake-based nutrition. So they found this, that PC Control Attain, these are both snacks that you can, if you wouldn't have this a meal replacement, you'd want to eat something with it. But a really good healthy snack for people. The Access is just like the bar, but it's in a shake-based nutrition. And then Proflex 20 is a meal replacement. So on meal replacements, you always want to look for at least 20 grams of protein. And is it affordable? And does it taste good? Because if it doesn't taste good, you're never going to stick with it. But this is safe for a meal. And 1 meal a day for a whole month, if you replace, that would be 2 of these bags. There's 15 servings, and again, it's about $32. But they do taste amazing. And then Ultra Performance Protein. This one has 30 grams of protein. Really for people that are in the gym working out. but that's a good one too, and it tastes good. And then they have energy drinks. I've never really been a fan of any of those energy drinks. But when I took a look at this supplement here is called Bee Fuel. And I took this to my doctor with a printout of the ingredients to ask for his approval if it was good. And he liked it so much, he asked if he could keep it. And he said, yeah, B vitamins, that's all it is. These are really good if you ever feel sluggish. And then the energy one here, this has a little caffeine. I've never taken that, but I hear the people that try both, they swear by the energy with the Bee Fuel. So I like that one. And then when I started, I mentioned that I started with something called a home conversion pack. And so I'd like to share a couple of packs that we have to offer. And this one's a value pack, $1.99. There's 30 of the most popular products with the lowest essential vitamin here. And we already get preferred price on this, and now they're going to give us another sale just to save, and we get the chance to do this when we first start. And so I love this, but I also decided to go this way because there were 60 of the most popular products. I just knew if I had a wider variety to try, and I loved it, I knew I could share it with people. And so I already wanted these peak performance vitamins. They were 73, and I added up about 11 more items, and I was so close. This one's $2.99. I was like just a little over $200, and I thought, wow, for $40 more, $80 more, I could get 40 more products. And so I decided to go home conversion, and it also puts on a P-Serve program, which I'll show you what that looks like in the back. But again, you're getting the preferred price here, and then they're giving us another sale on top of that. So we're saving $359 on this pack here. And this is just a visual of all the products that they have. They even have formaldehyde-free nail polish, dog treats, liquid popcorn. Gosh, I could keep going with a ton of stuff. Breakfast cereal. So lots of products, 5,000 product points to choose from. So this is kind of how we work. They want us to be considered a preferred customer. We commit to ordering 35 points a month. It looks about $50 to $60. Well, I think most people spend twice that much on products like these. I know I did. But that still scared me when I started because I didn't have any money. And so I asked my enroller, how do I shop with no money? Because I really want to do this. And she said, well, you're still shopping today. And I said, yeah, I actually have my list for Costco, Target, Sam's Club. And so I added up, looked at my list of what I was getting. I bought it here, what I was already buying there. And I looked in my cart. I had 120 points in my basket. And so I realized that it's not hard to get to 35. In fact, today I can say I get to 35 points every month in my laundry room because I take care of a 90-year-old couple, and so I do their laundry too. I have lots of stuff, and I like to clean, so I'm always washing, but it's kind of hard to get to 35 points. And then the reason they do that is so they can manufacture just in time, eliminating warehouse space and giving us that discount and fresher products for us too. So they offset the one-time $29 with these learn-to-earn videos. And all this is there's 48 minutes of videos here. They're 2 to 4 minutes long. And if you watch all the videos, it's maybe how they make their vitamins, just how they resource their ingredients, why these products work the way they do, and why other household chemicals are not good for you. So it's really kind of like the School of Melaleuca, College of Melaleuca teaching us that you can spend 40 of that money in your second month, and we have third, fourth, fifth month, spending 20 each month, equaling the 100. It really helps you with your shipping, or maybe it helps you get product that you would not have purchased on your own. And so after the 5 months, say on your 6th month, you get 15% back in loyalty dollars if you shop between the 1st and the 20th of any month. And to give you an idea, at the end of February, I made an order for $224, and my shipping was $18.60. But on that very order, I earned the 15%, $15.60 back on that order. So it basically cost me $3 for shipping. So I love these. They're really good, and it does give you knowledge about the company and their products too. And then here is our marketplace. We're affiliated with 650 different online retailers. And if you go into the marketplace, or into the Mel site, into the marketplace, and then say into Target, you can save an additional up to 15% off. And so all these are different. They put their own discounts on them. The day I shopped at Target, I got 8% off, and they sent me cash back in the mail. And then we do have everyday savings over here that are another option for you as well. So just to help us get an extra discount. And then this is how we work. So we're getting header sticker products 30 to 40% off. We get the $100 of free shopping and access to the marketplace for an additional savings. And no risk at any time, guys. Even if you shop up to 4 months and you cancel, you could still get your $29 back. So it's really no risk. They really want to earn your trust on the products. And the only way to try these products are to open a shopping account and try it. You can't get them anywhere else. And then, of course, we're getting that 15% back in loyalty dollars. And we have about 5,000 products to choose from. And here is, this looks like a 35-point order. And so what this is a backup order, and it's not auto ship. It's just products sitting in our cart. Over on the side, if we forgot to shop by the last day of the month, our backup order would be processed and shipped on the first of the next day. So they want us to shop, and this is intended never to use. I went in and personalized mine to stuff that I wanted to pick out on a 35 point. So I picked a generic 35-point order as my backup order, and then I went in and changed it. But this is kind of how this whole part works. And so I'm just going to go through the business part really quick, and then you guys will be able to talk to your person that invited you here tonight. But that's kind of how we work on that. Oh, I know what I forgot to share. So $29 one time, $12 a year. And this month for April, the special is 1 box of Peak Performance vitamins. So it's the $72.99 box for free for people to try for enrolling. And here is just the business real quick. I'd like to go over this. If you are not even thinking of a business, maybe you know somebody who is, and you could give referrals to whoever shared with you, or maybe you're interested in the business. When I looked at this, I was not interested in the business. I just wanted to be a shopper. And so, but I looked at this, and any kind of extra income would have been a difference for me. I told Bonnie $100 would be great. And so it was my plan B. I needed to pay off debt, and now it's my plan A. I retired from painting, and I'm just doing this solely. But we're all, if we're not saving for kids' college, we're taking care of kids, or we're retiring, so everybody could use something. And I love to share how we're not multi-level marketing. We do not have any distributors. We don't carry inventory. We don't take or deliver orders. We don't have to collect money. All we're doing is switching stores for better, safer product. And again, if we share it, they're going to send thank you checks for us sharing. But I love the thought of building that business around a 96% reorder rate now. That really intrigues me. And they paid out $3.9 billion to people just like us. And so on this chart here, this is what makes up our residual income. So I've only shared with 47 people here, and those 47 have shared with 800 over here. So I earn 20% of product points, and then anyone they share it with 7, and that does make up our residual. So I always try to help everybody that becomes wants to build a business. I help them as fast as they can share it with 20 people, because you're at the top of the pay level. This is what somebody that's been in America for 30 years does. They make that same amount. Nobody makes any different than that. So I loved that part, that we were all making the same. And here, to be a director and a director 2, just sharing with 8 people, but you as a director. And anyone you share it with, you can earn 25, 50, or 100 the way you open their shopping account. And on average, $593, and a director 2 on average $1,018. And that's just adding in 2 more people here. And I had to be a director 3 in my first month because I shopped for 4, and I needed to get back on the bonusing program. So I shared with 20, and I helped one of those personals share it with 8. And they say on average $14.89, and I checked, that's about almost $3,000. And so this is my 6th month as a senior director. I had to help 5 personal people share it with 8 people. And I get this $500 car bonus every month, and typically between 2 and 10. And I've been sitting between 12 and 26. And then say if I couldn't, or if I decided to stay right here and not do anything else, that would be my average monthly check, the $5,108. But again, you see these numbers, it can be significant if you're helping people build a business as well. And we always like to give people a category, a 1, 2, or 3. A 1 is just shopping and saving, which we love customers, and a ton of people do that. And then supplementing income, 5 to 10 hours a week, earning $5,000 to $2,500. A 3 is working full-time, 20-plus hours, earning $5,000+ a month. When I looked at this, I was a 1. I only wanted to shop and save, but then I started seeing some significant results in my health, and I just couldn't help but to tell people. So this is just, think of this, where could you see yourself, a 1, 2, or 3? Your enroller will help you. And then this is the last, the paper bonus page. I love this part. On the packs, if you purchase a pack or are thinking of a business, this is the way you want to go because you get the double bonus here. So when I looked at it, $13,800 in my first year, or half of that. Well, everybody would pick the bigger number. So I wanted that, and that's where I went. And I like to show you the power of this program, because if you're going through director all the way to senior director, you're earning all of these bonuses for you. But if you're doing this, you also have people behind you doing this. And if you're their enroller, you get the same bonus they get. And you want to do it on this time frame. So if you enrolled in April, I want to build a business. You have all of May and all of June just to share it with 8 people. We do this in a night, in one evening at people's homes. And so how the power of this works, I was a director 7 on December 1st. And my goal as a senior director, it was a lot of work, I have to say. It does come with a lot of work. But that was my goal, and I achieved it. So I got a $4,000 bonus for senior, a 2 for 9, and a 16 for 8. And so $7,600 in one check. My enroller, Bonnie, because she helped me, she also got this bonus. Then I had a director 5. I got 1,000. He got 1,000. I had 2 director 3s. They both got 1,000. I got 2,000, and I had 2 directors. They both got 200. So that's the power of this. If you have people behind you doing this, you get the same bonus as well. And then the only investment in this business are these 10 business packs. And I invested in that when I started. I just knew that any kind of business that anybody invests in, you have to have your tools, and this is ours right here. If you were sitting in front of us today, we'd give you this pack, everything on the business, catalog, so you can go through and just look and shop that way. But I invested one time, $290, and I don't ever have to do that again for the life of the business. My past business, I spent about $1,460 a year on supplies that never came back to me. And then I don't feel like this here is an investment because we're already purchasing product at some other store, and here we're just going to buy it from ourselves. So I don't feel like that's an investment. I just feel like this is here. And but to start a business, that's very low. And then there's 1 million people that shop here every month, and only 12% of us actually go out and build a business. So it's not. I mean, a lot of people don't want to. They just want to be customers. So they're really, even though it's been around for 30 years, it's really a new company and very established. So that's kind of how we all work. And if anybody has any questions, you can hit *6 on a landline or unmute your phones. If I can answer any kind of questions that anybody might have, I'd love to do that. Any questions from anyone that I could help? And if you don't, that's okay. Whoever invited you on the call tonight, we'll be checking back with you to see if there's any questions that they can help you out with as well. So, I thank everybody for coming on the call.